Okay, you don't, so, but back over on the offset land where you had that $1,000 setup, over 1,000 copies, that's only $1 a book, right? So you say you got $1 a book running cost, okay, $1,000 setup, they come together at 1,000 copies, $1 and $1, that's $2. That's where the offset is. Again, it's no magic. Okay, as soon as, well, if I buy 1 million books, it's going to be even cheaper. Well, you can only amortize that $1,000 so far. Okay, that you're going to reach a point where you don't save any more money. I mean, the best you can do is give away the $1,000 at certain quantities. Okay, the one thing that I do encourage people to do is to stick with standard sizes that'll work with with the offset equipment. So it doesn't matter if all of a sudden you're successful, you don't want to have to completely change the size. Fred?
Give it another plug to Ron here. I tried to work with this group called Create Space, which is Amazon's publisher. Impossible. I have never seen a group of people more difficult to work with. So you want to try and get your specs right for printing, like we talked about earlier, have someone else do it.
And what we do, I mean, book printing has become a commodity. Okay, it's not quite like Goodyear tire, but it's sort of like Goodyear tire. You want 14-inch, 15-inch, white walls, black walls, but it's like, well, I'd really think this book would look good at 6 3/4 by 7. Don't do it because it doesn't fit the equipment. I mean, the equipment is set at a certain, cutoff. Okay, you can't stretch the press. Easy as that. Okay, you can chop off paper, but why waste the paper? Okay, there's certain press optimized sizes. What we've done is we've kind of made it simple for you at self-publishing. We got an instant pricing feature, and you go and there's the standard sizes. You do a drop down. Well, I wonder what this would be at 5x8. I wonder what this would be at 6x9. I wonder what this would be at 7x10. And it's all right there. You click a button and poof, there's the price. So it's all you want to stick with the standards. Okay. The print on demand, again, is digital printing, okay? And the way the one big print on demand company, you wonder, well, if I do I do one each of 100 different books, how am I going to do the covers and get the cover on the right book? If you see a barcode on the last page of a book, I guarantee you got a barcode on the last page of your book. I'm a magician. No, not that page. The last inside text page. Is it? Is it? There you go. Okay. Yeah, what they do, they have a barcode on the text. So it comes out, here's a text, here's a cover over on the other side of the plant. They come through on the binder, and the barcodes match, so you make sure you get the right cover on the right text. It's pretty ingenious. Okay. The problem with the print on demand, though, it's always the same price. Right? So the $6, say the $6 that I used. Okay. That's good for 100 copies. It's good for one copy at a time. Okay. It's not good if you're going to sell 10,000 copies. Okay, because you can't make your business model. People talk about, where's my retail price? We'll go in the store. There it is. It's like you don't set your retail price. It's 10 times cost. It's 5 times this. The market sets the cost. Okay, and I like to say, well, people buy books like meat. Pick it up. What's it weigh? That's what it's worth. I mean, there's a certain amount of truth to that. Okay, you can't sell a $15 book for $20. Just because it costs you. The customer doesn't care what you paid. Okay, all they care is what they're going to pay. Okay, in New York, we got street vendors. They're great. Okay, they pay a certain price, man. You see, everybody at first I used to think they were all like hot books. They aren't, man. That's like a regular retail outlet in New York City. Okay, and those books they sell for $10. They got a $15 retail price on them. They buy them for $5. That's it. There's no negotiation. Okay, so that's why. The people that you see that have published it or selling at street vendors, they've probably printed 5,000 or 10,000 books because they got to get the price down to the point where they can sell it for $5. Storage and fulfillment. Well, this is a quick. We need the microphone.
Yes. So when you were talking about 10,000 books versus, I'm going to say 20,000, is my price going to stay the same?
It's going to drop, but it's going to stay more or less the same. Okay. I mean, there's a point of diminishing return. Right? If I got $1,000, I can only amortize it. If I amortize it over 1,000 books, right? I amortize it over 10,000 books, it's a dime. Right? 20,000 books is a nickel. So it's going to drop. As we get into larger quantities, remember I got my start basically selling large publishers, huge quantities. Okay, there's ways to play with different papers, with different, to make it look like, smell like, there's ways of cutting costs with large quantities. A large quantity isn't 3,000 books. Okay, a large quantity, 3,000 books is like an average quantity. It's a good